Love is one thing every human agrees exists, even though no one can fully explain it. You can't see it, you can't measure it, you can't hold it in your hands. Yet, it has ended wars and started them. It has healed people and broken them beyond recognition. Love is not gentle by default. Love is not safe by design. Love is powerful. And power, real power, changes things. Love is wired into us. Before you learned your name, you learned comfort. Before you learned fear, you learned warmth. Human beings are born incomplete, not physically, but emotionally. We don't survive alone. Isolation breaks the mind. Loneliness distorts perception. Connection restores balance. That's not poetry. That's biology. Love regulates the nervous system. It tells the body you are safe. And when love is absent, the body stays in survival mode. This is why love isn't optional. It's essential. Love as a creator. Every meaningful thing you admire exists because someone cared enough to create it. Art, music, architecture, movements, revolutions. Love creates because love believes something matters. Indifference never built anything lasting. People don't pour their soul into what they don't love. The greatest creations in history weren't motivated by money. They were fueled by meaning. The courage to be seen. To love is to reveal yourself. And that's terrifying. Because love doesn't just see your beauty. It sees your flaws, your wounds, your contradictions. Real love doesn't fall for who you pretend to be. It meets who you actually are. That's why vulnerability feels like risk, because it is. But there's no intimacy without exposure, no depth without truth. When love becomes pain, the pain of love isn't proof it was a mistake. It's proof it was real. Only things that matter can hurt you. Heartbreak is grief for a future that no longer exists. And yet, we still love again. Not because we forget the pain, but because the power of love outweighs the fear of loss. Self-love as the foundation. Love without self-respect becomes self-abandonment. When you don't love yourself, you accept what harms you. Self-love isn't ego, it's alignment. It's choosing peace over chaos, truth over attachment, growth over comfort. The strongest love starts within. Unconditional love versus attachment. Unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance. Love without boundaries becomes control. Care without limits becomes exhaustion. True love allows freedom. It doesn't cage it. The most powerful love says, I want you, but I don't own you. Love as a daily practice. Love isn't sustained by grand gestures. It survives by consistency, presence, effort, listening. Love is choosing kindness when irritation is easier. Patience when ego wants control. That's strength. Why love is the strongest force. Hate is loud, but temporary. Fear is powerful, but fragile. Love endures. It outlives chance. It outlasts anger. It survives loss. Everything else fades. The final truth. At the end of everything, love is what remains. Not perfection, not success, not approval. Love is the only force that makes life worth the cost. And despite everything, we still choose it. Because love is the greatest power you will ever know.